Welcome to Govq, the new game show where you get to show off what you know about American government and politics. My name is Mr. Review, and I'm here to make the complex simple and the confusing clear. How does Govq work? Simple. I'll read you 10 questions. Answer the first question correctly and keep playing. Answer all 10 questions correctly, and you're the big winner. Wait a minute. You're the winner? Democracy is the big winner. Welcome to Govq. Let's play. Question number 1. What is it called when power is put into a loose partnership of local governments? Unitary government, confederate government, federalism. Ooh, kind of sounds like our Articles of Confederation. That is a confederate government. Question number 2. What is it called when power is divided between national, state, and local governments? Ooh, that sounds like the government that was created at our Constitutional Convention in 1787. Of course, that's called federalism. Question number 3. All of the following would be considered advantages of a federal system except increases political activity, creates laboratories of democracy, less possibilities for corruption. Oh, federalism certainly increases activity, and they do provide laboratories, but less corruption, more access points. Federal systems usually increase corruption. Question number 4. All of the following would be considered disadvantages of a federal system, except fosters greater mistrust and thus driving down efficacy, possibility for unequal protections, less efficient. Certainly, federal governments have unequal protections, and they are less efficient. Fosters greater mistrust. Federalism typically fosters more trust, which increases our efficacy. Question number 5. This case was the opening salvo in what is called Selective Incorporation. Fundamental due process rights now fall under the purview of the United States Supreme Court. Dred Scott, Plessy, or Gitlau. Selective incorporation had its beginnings in 1925 with the case Gitlau versus New York. It incorporated free speech to all states. Question number 6. For the first time since the New Deal, the court limited the scope and reach of the Commerce Clause. Map v. Ohio, Miranda v. Arizona, U.S. v. Lopez. This doesn't happen very often. The Commerce Clause has been used more than any other device to increase the national government's size and power. But the Supreme Court did find a limit in the case U.S. v. Lopez. Number 7. In this case, the court ruled that the Controlled Substances Act passed by Congress to fight illegal drug use trumped any attempt by state and local governments to alter American drug policy. Map v. Ohio, Roe v. Wade, Gonzalez v. Raich. Believe it or not, in Gonzalez v. Raich, the Supreme Court of the United States argued that all marijuana laws should be trumped by the Federal Controlled Substances Act. This means technically that all states that have in any way legalized marijuana, even for medicinal purposes, violates the law of the United States. That might raise some more questions. On to number 8. Conservatives have traditionally been the party of limiting the authority of the national government. The technical political science word for reducing the size of the central government by returning power and authority to regional governments is called selective incorporation, devolution, provincialism. The technical term for returning power to regional governments is called devolution. Question number 9. Which of the following best describe the powers given to state governments, as described in the U.S. Constitution? Vague, explicit, absent. Well, the reserved powers are states' rights guaranteed in the 10th Amendment. It's actually quite vague. No specifics are mentioned. Maybe that's one reason why it's so difficult to know what states' rights actually are and what we're reserving. On to number 10. How are you doing? Are you in it to win it? Let's get it done. Let's finish. Let's complete all 10 correctly. Number 10. Advocates of new federalism would most likely favor block grants, categorical grants, higher federal income taxes. Advocates of new federalism would want more states' rights. They would want states to have more discretion in how they use the money. How they use the money? Discretion? That is a block grant.
How'd you do? Did you get all 10 questions correct? Wonderful! You're the big winner. And you're not just the winner. Remember what James Madison said, "The very success of democracy depends upon the knowledge and skills of its citizens." Sounds to me like you're making our democracy stronger. I'm Mr. Review. I'm here to make the complex simple and the confusing clear. You've been playing Govq, the game show where you get to show off what you know about American government and politics. See you next time on Govq.